2022 NFL Draft Profile, and today we have our first tight end on the list, Trey McBride out of Colorado State, 6'4", 260 pound, a senior,
Sheesh.
22 years old. And in 2021, he has 90 receptions, over 1,000 yards, only one touchdown. He did have a rushing touchdown. Yeah. He was a 3-star recruit. He was very overlooked. Zach, he's your tight end one. Am I right?
He is my tight end. Yeah, he is my tight end one. You know, between Weidermeyer and McBride, it was close. And before the season, Weidermeyer was ahead. But Trey McBride had an insane breakout. And really, what he put on tape looked like, to me, the most complete tight end in this draft. And
I agree, yeah.
He can do everything. He is the best tight end in the class. Dominator rating, if you look at that, he accounted for 22% of his team's receiving yards and touchdowns, and only had one touchdown.
Only one touchdown.
So when you look at his receiving yards, he was by far the most targeted, had the most receiving yards of any receiver on his team, and he plays the tight end position. He actually accounted for 37% of his team's reception yards from a tight end. A tight end is dominating the reception yards like that. That is quite impressive. There's nothing that he can't do as a tight end. He's a pure athlete, played 3 sports in high school. So you know that he can understand the game from a different perspective. He's a very, very gritty player.
He is.
Not afraid to punch someone in the mouth. A great blocker. That's what I saw from him compared to Weidermeyer. It's no competition when we're looking at blocking.
Yeah.
McBride is a very, very good blocker. Almost reminds me a little bit of like George Kittle as far as how good he can block. So you think about it, he can improve your team through the air because he's a great receiver, but he also improves protection for your quarterback and your run game because 100%. Of how good he is as a blocker. So to me, there's nothing that he can't do. Very difficult to bring down in the field, strong body. And if I have to harp on anything, I think he can improve as a route runner. I mean, his routes are very rigid. It's not a guess as to where he's going. It's worked for him, but you know, he's a rigid route runner. So for me, I'm really, really high on him. I want to ask you, who do you think he could be in the NFL, and do you see it the same way as me? Do you have him as your tight end one? Yeah,
he is my tight end one, and everything you said, you nailed the nail on the head. You nailed the nail on the head. You hit it.
There's something about a coffin.
Yeah, something like that. You hit all the points on the dot, I guess.
You hit the nail on the coffin.
Look, extremely strong, great blocker. The only downfall I can say is that he's just slow. He's a slow guy. He's a slow runner.
Yeah, he's actually not as slow as people think, though.
I was looking.
You know what's funny? Actually, that one rushing touchdown was a fake punt, and he rushed for 70 yards. It was so. Okay, he's not the fastest tight end by any means.
He doesn't have the Evan Ingram
he's not
speed.
Running. Yeah, he's not running a 4.9 or something. He's probably going to be like a 4.6, 4.7.
Yeah. And it's going to be exciting to see what the numbers he's going to put up in the NFL Combine. But yeah, look, everything you said is absolutely it's good. It's perfect. It's on the dot. I think the second thing that came to mind was his football IQ. I think he's very, very smart. He knows how to play on the line. He's a gritty player. But yeah, a guy that I can think of is like a Hunter Renfrow. You know, Hunter Renfrow.
A Hunter Renfrow?
Sorry. Hunter Henry. We just talked about Hunter Renfrow.
Like, damn, those are two completely different profiles.
Wow. He's a Hunter Henry type guy. And like you said, George Kittle-ish with the blocking, and he's slower than George Kittle, obviously, but this build is kind of similar.
Yeah, agreed. The other name I thought was Tyler Higbee. If you put those 3 tight ends together, I feel like that's pretty similar to Trey McBride. I really think he can be successful in the NFL. This is the type of player who you think of guys like Weidermeyer. Well, how many plays can I draw up where he's on the field?
Yeah.
You know, is he limited because he doesn't really line up on the line of scrimmage? Whereas McBride, you can put him on the field every play because he helps on every different type of play.
Exactly.
NFL team fits. Let's talk about it. To me, he would be perfect in New York and specifically for the Jets. I would love to see him with the New York Jets. I really think he could be that safety valve for Zach Wilson. And not only is he helping Zach Wilson in the passing game, but he's also helping protect Zach Wilson and improving the run game there in New York. There's a couple other teams that I like, but what about you? Who's your favorite?
I have the Jets and also have my beloved Giants. I see, moving off of Evan Ingram, getting a big blocking guy, get him on the line, help the offensive line. We need that in there. And
true.
Yeah, I like him. I like him at the Jets and the Giants, and then another team I can think of is the Packers. Obviously, Robert Tonyan's get her. Depending on what Aaron Rodgers is going to go or Jordan Love, I think he could be a decent
even
fit.
To help Jordan Love. Yeah, I mean, Jordan Love would definitely benefit from someone like this. There's a couple other teams that came to mind, Jags and Titans. I feel like he could really
Titans
fit
would be
well there as well.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's Trey McBride for us. What do you guys think? Are you excited about him? Do you not see him as high as us? Comment down below. Let us know.
Yo, what's good?
What
Thanks
up?
for watching. We got a lot more videos.
A lot more.
If you want more videos.
Watch
Now,
it.
You can also subscribe
Right now.
if you want to.
You need to.
And lastly, don't forget that you can sign up to support the show and get exclusive content by going to patreon.com/fantasylandfam.